How's it going, everybody? Today on Octopath, we're gonna check out a number of different side dungeons as we try to help level out the team a little bit. We've got some folks who are ridiculously power leveled, and some folks who need to catch up, and a lot of job points to grind. So we're gonna be checking out a bunch of the side areas for things. I have a list because I'm lazy. So let's see, South Clearbrook Terrace. We're gonna be starting off with these. How's it going, Tech Decker? How's it going, Dyson? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. All right, so the first one we need to find is in the South Clearbrook Traverse, which is gonna be this guy down here. So I'm thinking our closest fast travel point will probably be here, or actually we're not that far from it where we are right now. If we just walk on over there, so we're gonna do that. Hope everybody's weekend is going very well. Later today, one of my buddies from the local FGC should be coming over to play some Tekken. So at some point I'll probably stop the stream and then we'll transition into playing some Tekken tonight. If he wants to be on stream, if he doesn't, then you know, you guys will just have to wait.
How about you?
All right.
Out of my way!
So Ulberich and Cyrus have gotten to be very badass. I realize actually now that before we go into these other areas, we should probably go rest up just so we can recharge on SP and everything, seeing as people are a little bit low. But what I discovered recently is that when you max out the skills for your class and you unlock all of them, there's a final like divine skill that's super powerful. So I've been trying to do that with some folks, and Cyrus and Ulberich are the first ones I was able to unlock. So this one, for example, for 3 turns, spells cast by a single chosen ally that usually target all foes will instead be focused on a single foe at increased intensity, which is stupidly powerful. So that like 500 points of damage is spread across everybody when you throw a fireball that now gets compressed into 2,000 damage on one target. So at some point we're actually going to be grinding up Primrose and her job points so she can do that. But first we're going to be focusing on level grinding. So we're going to try to get everybody to level 30 who isn't already, while keeping Cyrus and Ulberich in the party to kind of carry everyone. And that is the current plan. Alright, let's get in here and rest up. We're also going to turn on... let's see. We actually have to... Let's get Alf in here on... Scholar, and then let's make sure that he learns enough to open up our basics. Yeah, we want evasive maneuvers on him, so we're gonna have evasive maneuvers on until we get to the dungeon, and then we're gonna go ahead and turn it off so we can have increased encounters. Although, honestly, we could probably walk over there with it off. Let's go ahead and do that. Tech Decker, thanks again for the games last night, man. I had a lot of fun kicking your ass in Tekken. You gotta get off that Wi-Fi, man. The Wi-Fi is the fun killer. Alright, we're just gonna try to get there with as little... as few... as few SP spend as possible. Now, Cyrus eventually gets to the point, and this is what we're working on with him. He eventually gets to the point where he doesn't even really use SP at all, because he just gets so much back at the end of every turn.
Thus ends your lesson.
He's a little badass. Wi-Fi is the best option for fighting games online. Yeah, why do mix-ups when your Wi-Fi can do the mix-ups for you, right? Just keep pressing buttons and hope for the best. Alright, South Clearbrook Traverse, so I think this is the area. Yeah, so we're going to want to go north here.
It's a good day for battle.
A good day for battle.
Bring it on!
Shout out to my Wi-Fi last night. Yeah.
Out of my way.
What is the logical course of action? Oh, Flamesgrace! Wrong! You should have studied harder.
Like it, my little domination bonuses at the end there. That's always very helpful. Alright, so this should be danger level 20. So we're still really over leveled for this, but each one of these has either a boss inside or some sort of item that you can only get from these particular dungeons. So we're gonna just try to explore, and there's usually chests and things scattered about, so we're gonna try to find all this stuff. Just, you know, level up a bit, but with a little bit more purpose than just wandering aimlessly, farming in a single area.
Have at you.
Wait.
Here we go.
What is the logical course of action? Oh, ice!
You do it in one shot? No, not quite, but sorry.
Out of my way. I'll take that.
And we'll be able to work on collecting things up.
I will cut you down!
You know, taking advantage of our skills to pad our money.
I grow stronger.
I've really been enjoying this game. I feel like some of the stories in the game are particularly weak for me. I've been having a lot of frustration playing through Hanet's story because of I forget the exact term for this, but there's a word for when
You won't feel a thing.
The battle is truly joy.
oh shoot. Alright, so we actually just need to hope that we hit this thing.
My way.
Okay, we got him. That was lucky. That's actually going to net us a lot of XP, the Kates that show up. Man, look at Cyrus. He's just gaining all his stuff back. Gaining all of it back.
My turn.
Alright, let's can we collect up?
I'll take that.
That's right, just a little bit of money. Just a little bit to help out.
Joy.
All right.
Let's go ahead and first aid.
That'll do her.
Keep everybody topped off.
Bring it on.
Have at you. Out of my way. With each battle,
Yeah, this one ability that I have on Ulbrich now. See how much everybody leveled up because of the Kate? We got 3,500 gold and 1,000 XP because that guy showed up and we managed to knock him down. And those things apparently are completely random. Ooh, we have a boss in here. Alright, let's do the boss then.
I will not fail.
I was not expecting this. But hey, I'm ready.
Go.
Let's see.
Victory shall be mine. Out of my way.
Alright, so he's not weak to swords. Weak to daggers, maybe? Nope. Alright, let's just analyze. Alright, spears and bows. Spears and bows. Spears and bows in dark, which we don't have available to us, but that's alright.
That'll do her.
Out of my way.
Victory shall be mine. Out of my way.
What is the logical course of action?
We can throw down the
Are
poison,
you quite
which
all
should
right?
help.
Victory shall be
All right. That'll do her.
Hey, Borfin, what's up, man? How have you been doing?
What is the logical course of action?
I'm sorry I haven't made any writing with Raven videos lately, but I've just been like, I don't really know how to describe it. I've not been feeling inspired for content lately, so I've been listening to a lot of podcasts and things on the way to work, so by the time those are over, I've only got 10 minutes before I arrive, and I'm like,
Victory shall
no,
be mine.
not enough time.
Out of my way.
Now, what next?
Out of my way. I'm ready for you. I'll take that.
Whoa, 14,000. God, that's useful.
Here we go.
Useful. Two damage. 2 damage. Oh man. Alright, we finally have the reason to use like a regular heal. That's good. Let's see. Let's go ahead and stun him up. Got the weak points.
Victory shall be mine.
Warrior skills. Brand's Thunder.
It is on I wreak havoc upon thee.
That attack's so strong.
Each battle, I
That's
grow
his
strong.
divine skill that I was talking about earlier. So we got almost 20,000 gold from that fight. Or apparently it's called Leaves. And what do we get in the chest? Refreshing jam. Alright, so that's not super exciting, but... Yeah, so 18,000 leaves off one fight.
This is the beginning of your end.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Out of my way. I appreciate it. Really.
First time seeing this game, it looks cool. Yeah, man, this is Octopath Traveler on the Switch. I've basically been doing nothing but playing this since it came out. It's pretty good. Very fun game.
I will cut you
If
down.
you're into like, you know, turn-based JRPGs, it's a good chance that you'll enjoy this. It's got a very classical feel to it, and there was a very apt description I read yesterday from somebody about how it's the like short stories of JRPGs, or the JRPG of short stories, because of the way that they do the quest lines and stuff. It's all these little vignettes of all the different characters that you pick up, which is, you know, pretty cool. All right, Cyrus, last one. Thank you, sir.
Thus ends your next.
Thank you for your magical contributions. Alright, so let's poke our heads around a little bit more. Yeah, there's one chest right there that we missed. Carrion Plum M, always good. There's a chest down there as well that I want to pick up.
You won't feel a thing.
I wish that
Victory
Cyrus
shall
had
be
more
mine.
speed.
I will cut you down.
I feel like if Cyrus had more speed, things would be better. Because then we could just put him up front. Maybe I'll put like a speed bangle on him, or a speed accessory, just so he's got a better opportunity to
That'll do her.
just drop down the damage. That'll let us farm these encounters a little bit faster.
Oh, ice! True. You should have studied harder.
Alright, let's see. Let's check his equipment. Stimulating. Yeah, we don't need either of these. Both of these are junk. Speed. Let's see, is there anything like armor-wise that could help us out here? Stuff that helps the raging. Stop shield. Why does Hannet have that? Of all things. I mean, 164. That's better than before. Alright. 164. That's better than before. Alright, let's figure out how to get this chest that's hiding down there. I want it. I want the last chest. We surprised our foe. Okay, well that's useful.
Have at you. Out of my way.
Alright. Alright, Ulbrich.
Out of my way. I'll take that.
So I've noticed that the amount of gold that you steal from each enemy is based on the level and type of the enemy. So the stronger the enemy, the more gold you're going to be able to steal from them. So sometimes I just go for it because I got to go for it. Other times it's like, maybe this is the opportunity. Alright, so I can't clearly see a way to go find that chest down there, so we're going to turn on evasive maneuvers just so that we can get to it a little bit faster and move on to the next dungeon.
Have at you. I will cut you down.
So
Here we go.
Oh, flames! Rage! Rock!
Oh, so strong.
You should have studied harder.
Alright, level up for Therian, that's good. He's almost level 30, which is great. Now, Therian I want to keep in the party for these, so we might swap out Ulbrich, even though he's oh so useful, and just make sure that Therian's got good damage. Got evasive maneuvers on now. Let's see if we can't figure out where the... Yeah, that's where I came in. Go over to the right here. Go down. It's that chest. Up here is where... Okay, there's a chest there. That's not the chest, but it's good that we found it.
Let's see what you
When's
got.
Liam O'Brien showing up? I don't know. I've been meaning to pull up the voice actor list for this just because it's
Now, what
just
next?
because it is good and it does feel so familiar, right?
Oh, flames! Rage! Rock! Not bad. A passing.
Alright, so we got this chest, Psychic Staff. Let's see if this is any good, if it's better than our Staff of Wonders. It's not, but it's very close. Occasionally decreases target's elemental defense. That sounds useful. So this might be good to throw on Alphen here. Not quite as good as the Mage's Staff, but the use there is interesting. Alright, and then see, we've got this chest down here. Is this it? No. Where's my secret entrance? It's not that way. Maybe it's around this section? Oh, that's gonna drive me nuts if I can't figure out how to get down there. You surprised your foe.
How about you?
Here we go.
Oh, ice. Some through.
Thus,
So if you're just tuning in, this is us going back and checking out a bunch of the side dungeons. This one in particular is level 20 side dungeon, Twin Falls, and this is largely because we're trying to bring up the levels and of our lesser used characters, while also trying to bring up the job points for some of our more used characters. So it's a bit of farming and exploration going on. And I can't figure out how to get to this last chest.
Quick.
Now then.
You downloaded the demo this morning, you might start playing it after work. Right on, man. The cool thing about the demo is that if you do play the demo, your save file will carry over into the same game. Like, the demo is just a time-locked version of the full game itself. So if you like it, you can hang on to it. Yeah, this is Octopath Traveler. It came out I think 2 weekends ago, and I've been playing it nonstop. There's some people who've already completed it, you know, with the whole like 75 hours in a week type of thing, but I unfortunately have not had that much time to play it since it came out. So the spare time that I have had has been going into this, and it has been very fun. If you're a fan of old school JRPGs, see, man, there's the chest down there. How do I get to that chest? You can see the chest. Feel like it's got to be right around here somewhere, because what this game does is it kind of plays with the foreground and the background to create these little ways for you to dodge behind the scenery, and I just can't seem to find the entrance for this one. Okay, so we're like lower to the ground here, right? Just jump down there. I wish I could. Like, these are just like the kind of like environmental puzzles that they throw into this, and they're typically not this confusing, but for some reason, for whatever reason, I seem to be having trouble with this one.
Yes. Victory shall be mine.
Get him, Ulbrich. Get him. Yeah, so typically battles are much more difficult than this, but since we're taking big powerhouses into lower level areas, it's pretty smooth sailing. Alright, so maybe if we go forward, maybe it's just like up here somewhere. Nope, we just went in a circle. Damn it! Maybe it's down here by one of these other chests. Nope. How do the different weapons work in this? So there's a bunch of different weapons, and
all right.
weapons are based on your job type, and you get to dual spec jobs once you progress past chapter 1s in the story. But if you look at the list of the vulnerabilities underneath each enemy, that basically means that if we hit them with one of the corresponding attack types, so here we'll hit this guy with an icicle, you'll see that the shield count will go down from 2 to 1. If you break the shield, then they become stunned for this turn and the next turn. So if we do an attack Clearbrook here. All right, that killed a bunch of people already. But basically, yeah, it's live weak points, and so the game kind of revolves around you kitting out your party in such a way so that you can attack all these weak points and do better in combat. But the other thing that's interesting is that you also have burst points, which basically allow you to take more than one. Allows you to power up an action during a turn. So if you see in the top right during the battle mode, the BP, you get one of those for each turn that you haven't used battle points prior for, which is pretty good. We actually haven't checked up here because this is where the boss was. I wasn't sure if there was some sort of exit. Holy shit! We found it. We found it! Yes! We got the monies! Alright. Let's go find the next one. The next level 20 dungeon is Carrion Caves outside the Clifflands. Let's go see if we can't find that. I want to say that the Clifflands, yeah, are out here. So that's the Derelict Mine. That's the Carrion Caves. So let's go over here and rest up. Should we steal from some folks while we're here? Oh, actually, are we strong enough to challenge this guy? Yes. All right. So when you challenge people in town, you knock them out afterwards. So if they're standing in front of doorways like this, you can usually get in there and unlock some kind of item. Usually there's a chest or some sort of important NPC, and I think there's a hidden item in this one. Yeah, here we go. Falcon Dagger. Alright, let's go find the inn. Thank you, we'll be stealing that. Alright, so Therion's almost level 30. Let's mix up the party a little bit for this one as well. I also want to get in here and like unequip everybody. Whoop, this is not the direction I wanted to go. We'll probably take a day as well to find. Maybe tomorrow we'll do this. We'll just try to do a bunch of the side quests. So I was able to complete a couple side quests by guiding people to certain locations they had talked about, or having items in my inventory that I had stolen from other people or purchased from certain people and then passed along to NPCs who were looking for them. And supposedly the side quests give pretty good rewards, so... Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to change the party a little bit so that we can get our lowest level folks in here. And we're also gonna go through and get rid of the equipment on everybody who isn't active at the moment. Because I don't want anything holding us back. I want to make sure that we have all of our options available. We're going to be going in with the lower level folks. And like gear in this game is pretty important from what I've seen. So, you know, levels are one thing, but gear is just as important, if not even more so in a lot of cases. Why can I not unequip that? Okay. Alright, cool. So let's do that. So we've got all of our low-level people plus Cyrus. For our jobs, Hannah's going to be also the warrior. Which is good. Therion is still on the merchant, which is good. Alphin's still going to be our cleric, which is great. Although, you know, all things considered, we could put him to Dancer so he could start learning some of these skills, which are actually quite useful. Alright, and then let's check our support skills for everybody. Summon Strength, Eagle Eye, Cover, these are all super good. Alright, we can take invasive maneuvers off and 50% chance to resist ailments. Alright, and then for equipment, let's get this rigged up. So we've got Arcane Hatchet and Staff of Wonders over here. But seeing as he, we should probably set him to Dancer. Or not Dancer. Wait. If he's set to Dancer, we can set him to Cleric? That doesn't seem as useful. Having Thief is an option, though. Let's not bother. Does this game have regular and awakened versions of jobs like in some Dragon Quest games? It doesn't have awakened versions, but from what I understand, and I haven't gotten to this point in the game yet, but later on in the final portion of the game, or like later portion of the game rather, you have access to divine classes, of which I believe there are 5, and they kind of upgrade and combine elements of previous classes in really interesting ways. So I haven't unlocked any of those yet, but from what I hear, they are very strong. Alright, so let's hang out with that. Let's look at equipment now. Yeah, I think we just want the absolute biggest and baddest when it comes to elemental attack, really. Basically, we want his elemental attack to be as high as possible. Yeah, I think Elemental Robe is going to be the best one there. And we'll keep the one that buffs his speed. I think with her we can just optimize. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, so Bolderfall here, and we're going to want to go to this Carrion Caves, so I think we're going to exit here and then go south. Sounds good. Let's check over here for upgrades, since we did get quite a bit of money. See if there's any blanket upgrades. Doesn't look like there is. That's alright. So now let's rest, and we'll go to the next dungeon, and that will be that. I want to say the inn is always in the main area. Could be wrong, but we'll find out. Here we go. Alright, and then let's head out of town. Oh dear. Alright. North Bolderfall Pass, so we're going south from this point. Still gotta loop around this bridge, I believe.
This is the beginning of your end.
Yes, indeed. Destroying these level 11 areas.
Where's the nearest tavern?
I found one of the interesting things about this is that one of the interesting things about this is that whatever character it is that you choose as your starting character is one that is locked to your party for the rest of the time. And originally I felt like they were doing this for some sort of story purpose, but as time went on I kind of realized that they did it, I think, for people who are new to JRPGs who don't realize that a core character like that tends to be the one that you become the most attached to naturally, and also the one that is like
Letting my arrow fly and
will end up carrying you through the entire game. And I feel like a lot of people didn't really understand that, and it's something I feel like was a good idea in a lot of ways. You know, considering this is the first like Switch-only JRPG that's been made, I feel, and somehow this game has penetrated the popularity barrier. I think just because it's been in all of the Nintendo Directs for so long. This was pretty much in one of the first Nintendo Switch Nintendo Directs back in the day.
Out of my way.
So, I don't know. It was just kind of interesting to me.
The winds of fortune pass.
Dang.
What is the look?
Thou didst fight with courage.
Getting those level ups, moving on through. Alright, so down here. Yep, this is gonna be the spot.
Time to teach you a lesson.
Yeah, Quinn, yeah, exactly. And that's like one of those things, like, if you play a lot of JRPGs, like, you're kind of familiar with that, right? If you've never played one before, you know, like, if Switch is your first real console, you know, as a kid, and, like, people are talking about Octopath Traveler, so you buy it, and it's the first time you've ever played a JRPG, like, it's, I don't know. It's just interesting, like, because originally I was like, man, that sucks, like, why would you lock the character? And then as I started to think about it a little bit more, I was like, no, you know, actually it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, and then, like, one of the other things I was, oh, okay, I think we actually have to go, like, way down the trail here to get to this. And one of the other things, like, the way that they show the weaknesses on screen, right, like, in a lot of old JRPGs, like, you could scan to look at weaknesses, right? You could do some sort of scan skill that would let you look at everything. But then you'd have to remember or jot down what the weakness was, and it wasn't very, like, user-friendly. And, you know, and this is just like, oh, yeah, actually, this is just on screen where you want it to be. Once you find out what they are, you know, they're always unlocked, and that's really cool. So it's just like those, like, little things about this that just kind of make it a little easier to get into, while still being very, very old school as far as the basic ideas of combat and map design and character growth and all that kind of stuff.
Time to teach you a lesson.
Bum, 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 bum.
You should have studied harder.
I will admit, though, I still to this day cannot get into Final Fantasy 15, like, at all. I just couldn't get into the characters or the story or the world, or I don't know. Something about that game just, like, I completely missed the mark on it for whatever reason.
You should have studied harder.
Oh man, you're colorblind and you tried to play Skies of Arcadia. That must have been rough, man. I feel like they're starting to do a better job with making design more colorblind friendly, because I don't think 20 years ago people realized just how many folks are afflicted by color blindness, like how incredibly common it is. Oh snap, we got a Kate. Okay, we got a Kate in the house. So these Kates, these little cat dudes down here with the sack over his shoulder, basically if you manage to kill him, you get like, oh, we missed. God damn it, Tyrion, why? Now he's gonna run off. God damn it, we should have just nuked him with an item. I wasn't thinking that through. If you do kill them, you get something like 3,000 gold and 1,000 HP, and it's ridiculously good.
Raining arrows up on them.
What is the logical course of action?
Who knows what awaits?
Small amount of HP. SP reduced to 0. Fuck. Dancers, man. And see, Hannah putting out the damage now that she's got some top tier items.
Not bad. A passing.
Yeah, he's got a really low appearance rate. I think it's something like maybe like a 5% chance to show up, but whenever he does, it's like, oh shit! I got one earlier today on the stream, like almost right as I started, and I was super hyped about it. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and give... You got a boss fight in here. Let's go ahead and give... We need to give Alpin some SP, and then we can go attack this boss.
Come in then, if this beest thy will.
Alright, so weak to spears. Let's analyze the other two weaknesses. And, alright, so weak to spears, bows, and dark. Very reminiscent of the last one.
Come in, if thou darest.
Bring it on. That'll do her.
What next?
Out of my way.
Alright, so let's wear down the shield,
There's nothing.
and then we'll try to blow him up with other things. Good lion dance to Hannah so that she gets some more damage over there.
Interesting dilemma.
My turn. Let's do this. I'll take
We'll
this.
collect up 20,000. Holy crap! All the money
Here we
is
go.
all right. Let's see.
Who knows what awaits?
Oh no! I just silenced my whole team. This whole bewildering grace thing is a double-edged sword, man. That's all I gotta say about it. That's all I gotta say about it.
What's this now? Think not.
Here goes nothing. That'll do her.
Yes. What's this now?
Holding back nothing.
Bring it on.
All right.
When the moon hits your eye.
Oh, that's so weak.
Out of my way.
Bring it on.
An interesting dilemma. Now the true Elephant Sword of Learning.
Whoops! That's not who I wanted to give that to.
My turn.
go.
It's alright. It's okay.
Bring it on. Yeah. A fine night to dance.
43 damage.
My
Oh
turn.
my gosh.
Come in, if thou darest. Using this.
Now, what next?
Oh, flames! Raise! Rock!
My turn.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
What is the logical course of action?
Let's see how much. Oh, he's only got 2,000 HP left. Okay.
Bring it on.
What's yours?
Revitalizing Jam. More money. More money in the bank for the
Logical
team.
course of action.
You know the true Elephant, Lord of Learning!
Bring it on. That'll do her.
Come in.
Oh, Hannah, your accuracy is so bad right
What's the
now.
big idea?
What next?
Nothing will quiet the storm!
All right. Closing out the boss. Let's see what rewards we get. 100 XP is not great, but the money there was totally worth it. And an enchanted axe, very useful. We can give this to Therion, and it's going to help out with his... Or not Therion. This guy. That's going to help his elemental attack quite a bit. We can save up again. And we can go explore the cave for the rest of the goodies. Usually scattered around. Oh, this one looks pretty small, actually.
Let's see what you got.
That's alright.
The winds of fortune howl.
Boom.
Oh, flames! Raise! Rock!
Come in, if
Bring it on.
I'll take that. What is the logical course of action? Thus ends your lesson.
Alright, 6 grand in the bank. That's pretty good. Alright, next up we're moving up to the level 25 ones. We've got Hoarfrost Grotto and the Frostlands. This should be interesting to find. Frostlands are up north, as we can see based on the map. Frostlands Secret Path. Cave of Origin. Actually don't see this on the map anywhere. Let's have another look. Off the western Flamesgrace Wilds. Okay, here's Flamesgrace. The Hollow Throne, Shrine of the Sage. Let's have another look here. Hoarfrost Grotto in the Frostlands. The Western Flamesgrace Wilds. This actually may have been a... This says it's a quest boss. So I may have already done this in conjunction with another thing. This thing's Soul Hatchet. Do I have Soul Hatchet? I do not. Interesting. Northern Flamesgrace Wild, Western Flamesgrace Wilds. Well, we can go have a look for it. It may have just been an area that I didn't uncover earlier, and we need to go have a look. Wow, we have a lot of money now, just from doing these couple of side dungeons. A lot of money in these side dungeons.
Let's see what you got.
Interesting.
Now, what next? A great inferno to scorch the land.
All right.
What next?
We're gonna capture all the Pokemon.
Hunt ends.
Actually pretty useful for Hannett because we had been running low on monsters. Oh, hello. Western Flamesgrace Wilds. Alright, so it should be somewhere in this location. Yeah, actually, I do see the caves, and there's a chest here as well. Go ahead and put on our support skill for this. Basic maneuvers coming through. Save up. That's right, rotating our save games because we ain't no scrub. Is this it? Yep, that's the spot. Let's go get this chest first before we forget about it.
Standest thou against me?
Standest
Then be
thou
hunted.
against me?
Here we go.
Letting my arrow fly and true. Raining arrows up on me.
Damn.
Thus ends your lesson.
So it seems really like the big get of these side dungeons is for the XP and the ridiculous amount of money you can get from the boss, so long as you're using a merchant to steal money from them. There's 2 save points in this one. Okay, interesting. It's a big old dungeon. Trying to find the nuts. Yeah, here we go. Save the other ones. Gives permanent stat increases those items, and I've been kind of ignoring them, so figured it'd be a good time as any to use them.
I've got better
These
things
guys are
to
pretty
do.
tough, actually. I've had to fight these folks before.
An interesting dilemma. Great inferno.
Okay, no longer pretty tough. Instead, bodied.
All right. That'll do her. Whoa.
I'll take that.
Letting my arrow fly in. Letting the hunt.
Now, what next? Great inferno. The land.
Out of my way.
What's yours is mine.
I Soulstone L.
All right.
This thing sell for quite a pretty penny.
Out of my
Wow, this does like next
Bring
to
it
no
on.
damage.
Oh, flames! Rage strong!
Oh, flames.
Thus ends your lesson.
There's the soul hatchet. I wonder how good or what that does exactly, since it was listed. Enchanted axe. Wow. Elemental attack 147. Holy crap. Alright, so let's do this. Oop. Let's put him back on, not Scholar, on Cleric. Yes, thank you. Put Cyrus back on Apothecary. Or should we put him back on Dancer? Well, if we put him on Apothecary, we'll be able to equip this badass axe, so... There's that. Alright, that seems pretty good.
Time to teach you a lesson.
I surprised my foes.
Here goes nothing.
Now, what next?
What next?
Yeah, I think that thing just has ridiculous element or physical armor. I think that's just how that
Logical
goes.
course of action. Thus ends your lesson.
Alright, we got level ups for everybody. Therion's level 30, which is great. And this should be the boss fight up here. Let's check out our skills. I was actually meaning to look at the divine skills for all these other classes. Skills trigger twice for 3 turns for 1 ally. For 3 turns, skills that target 1 enemy will target all of them. Deals non-elemental damage to 1 enemy. Gain money per damage dealt. Nice. Oh, the cleric one is actually really good. Alright. Oh. Apparently, yeah, I've done this one already. As part of the quest line, and I just forgot about it. Alright. Oh, let's go back to the list of dungeons. The Hollow Throne. Western Noble Court Flats. Noble Court's over here, right? Yeah. Alright, let's go check it out. Sorry, just checking random messages. Therion's always going to be part of the party anyway. West Noble Court Flats. Western Noble Court Flats, even. Ah, yes, I remember this lovely place. When I first came across this, I was like, level 25? Ew, no! No friggin' way. But, you know, now it's not so bad. Energizing pomegranate. Oh god. Bloody horns on this one.
Oh, flames! Rain strong!
It's gonna be one of those random encounters that, oh god, that just utterly obliterates me.
Egads.
Egads? Did he really just say egads?
That'll
I
do
think
her.
he did. Gosh.
What next?
Bring it on.
Ooh, okay. Got lucky there.
it on.
Out of my way. Let's do this. I'll take that.
Oh, Hannah, why are you asleep, man? This ain't good. Oof.
What's this now? What about this?
What's the big idea?
What next?
Oh, Alphen, why are you asleep, man?
What's this
No. Why would I do that? Alright. Oh, these sleep attacks are brutal.
now? What's this now?
Holding back nothing.
Here goes nothing. All right.
Let's do this. I'll take that.
Now, what next? Now the true great inferno. The land.
Oof. And those guys were just the ones hanging out outside the shrine. That's rough. At least we got good money out of it. It's always a plus, right? Always a plus. Actually, before we have so much money though. Let's go to this place over here, which is super creepy, but I think there was a store that sold something ridiculously expensive that would probably be useful to us at this point. So let's go pick that up. This place has the creepiest fucking music, man. And this place gives me the chills. I don't like being here, but I think there's a shop. Yep, here it is. Morningstar, yeah, this was it. Really big upgrade. Along with the shield was quite good. Like, it makes your invasion go down by a ton, but your defense goes up so much. Anyway, let's get 2 of these. This place is creepy, so I don't like it. Sorry, I've got the sniffles. My body's gonna be all out of whack because of cigarettes and no longer smoking them. The vaping will continue, but it's going to take a long time for my body to adjust to that. It usually takes about 2 weeks of just uncomfort and sorrow.
Can't we settle this like gentlemen?
What next? Yeah! A torrent of arrows!
My turn. What's this now?
Interesting.
All right.
Get on that agua de coco like Eris after quitting smokes. What is that? Are you talking about coconut water? That's such a West Coast thing, man. Like, I never understood. Like, why wouldn't you just drink regular water? I don't know. Maybe there's something in it that's addictive. Right? Maybe that's it.
What's this now? A tempest of fire shall
But yeah, like coconut water on the East Coast is like hella expensive and far less common than you might expect.
Everything but your life.
Here goes nothing.
Oh my god.
Here goes nothing.
So much heals.
Out of my way.
Yeah, that's pretty smart. I can see that kind of logic working. Something slightly sweeter than plain water, but healthier than soda. I think when I did that, when I quit sodas at one point I quit sodas and cigarettes, and I felt amazing. But then I backslid when life got stressful, and now I'm trying to clean up again because honestly, I don't want to die. I would like to keep living. I enjoy life quite a lot. So it's gotten to the point where, like, I'm in my 30s. I really need to look after my health. And yeah, so I can totally see that. When I got off of sodas, I replaced it with vitamin water, which, albeit, wasn't much better than a soda, but in my mind it was. So, you know, it's what it is, I guess.
You should have studied harder.
Alright, so Mercy Strike only lasts for one turn. That's good to know. Oh, man. Alright, so here we are in search of boss and axe. Whoa, hello, Lady Luck. Hey, what was that? What was that? It's like adamantium stone or something. Bum, bum. Yes, I'm scrolling through every item I have. Articulate stone prevents silence. Okay. I feel like those types of things will be super useful against certain bosses later in the future.
You won't feel a thing.
You like putting a lemon slice in your water? Makes it a bit nicer.
Letting the hunt
I can feel that. I can feel that, Borfin. Yo, Creative Waste, thanks for the auto host. I know you're not here because it's an auto host, but I don't care. Still gonna say thanks. Oh, these guys are not weak to anything magical. That makes things a little bit rough for us. That's okay though. How are we looking on this capture end? Not very good.
Bring it on.
I'm actually out of water. I need to go get some after this fight. Hit him with everything you got.
Out of my way.
All right.
Oh,
Let my
Carrion,
arrow
please.
fly and
Interesting dilemma. Nothing will quiet the storm. I'll take that.
All right.
Now, what? Oh, flames! Rage! Rock!
Here we go.
Thus ends your lesson.
Alright, we need to check on Alphin's damn equipment, man. Let's just get him whatever's gonna give him the highest physical DPS. Omar's axe. Okay. Well, let's do that. That's kind of in the middle. Which should hopefully make him less completely useless. I am ready. Alright, let's tackle this boss. Oh wait,
if thou art ready,
we were gonna go get some water. I'll be right back.
What is the logical course of action?
Alright, let's do this. $30,000 HP. He's got a wind weakness. Ouch.
Out of my way.
what next?
Here goes nothing. That'll do her.
My turn. Try death! Now, what next? Oh, flames! Rage! Rock!
What next?
Here we go. That'll do her. All right.
Letting the hunt be quick.
Alright.
I'm ready. Are you? I'll take that.
8,000 collected.
What is the logical course of action?
My focus is unparalleled.
Elephant! Sword of learning!
It gave it to Alpin again. What the fuck?
All
Why
right.
can't I seem to see the,
All right.
can't seem to see the targeting. It's so annoying.
beginning. Holding back nothing.
Now, what next? All light. Smite
Wow,
them
so he's not
down.
weak to any of my magic. Alright. Oh, that's fantastic.
I appreciate it. Really.
Come in, if thou dare.
Now, what next? Much to move.
Oh, he is weak to staves, though. Alright.
All right.
Means we might be able to stun lock
What
him.
is the logical course of action?
Well, not stun lock per se, but.
Oh, ice. Here's the
Okay, so he's vulnerable to ice. That's good.
All right.
I wonder if I could play this with one controller. I probably could. That would make vaping while streaming quite a bit easier.
The miracle of health.
Miracle of health.
What's yours is mine.
Come in, if thou darest.
Here we go.
Letting my arrow fly.
What is the logical course of action? You know the true lesson. Elephant, Lord of Learning.
Here goes nothing.
That was underwhelming.
Here you go.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
An interesting dilemma. A tempest of ice shall reign.
Here we go.
Out of my way.
It's funny because this was one of the early side areas that I stumbled on, and
Here goes
I got
nothing.
completely destroyed
All right.
when I first got here with my super low level party. So it's nice to be able to be here to, you know, take him down now.
Here you go.
Letting the come.
Now, what next? Now the truth. A tempest of ice shall reign.
What next?
Bring it on.
What is the logic? My turn.
Bring it on.
Come in, if thou darest. Come
Hey, what's up, the Don 007? How's it going? Yeah, see, it was that thing. Meteor Storm was the one that like totally fucked me up last time. Because my guys were just not high enough level at all to deal with that.
Now, what next?
Out of my way. Keep it up.
Letting my arrow fly and true. Coming.
Bring
Worked
it
out
on.
really well.
Sacred flight.
Out of my way.
I need a break. Now, what next? A tempest of ice shall rage.
Hey, we got him. Excellent.
You should have studied harder.
300 XP for everybody. Seems pretty good. And we get whatever's in this chest. The Moonblade. That sounds awesome. Moonblade. Really big crit on that. Interesting. Interesting. Alright. Alright, let's see what other side dungeons we've got next. This was the Hollow Throne. Next up's level 25, Tomb of Kings in the Highlands by West Stoneguard Pass. So, Clifflands. Highlands over here? Yeah, Highlands. West Stoneguard Pass, so I think that'll be in here somewhere. Shrine of the Thunderblade? No, that's not it. North Stoneguard Pass. Northern Wellspring. This may actually require some exploration. Looking at this one more time. Tomb of Kings in the Highlands. West Stoneguard Pass. It might be down here somewhere. Yeah, interesting. Alright. Let's go look for it. This game looks sweet. You'll order a Switch now. Honestly, man, this was one of the reasons why I, one of the reasons why I got a Switch in the first place. Alright, so we're gonna get Hannah and Alphen to 30. That's been the goal. Once that occurs, we'll be good. We've got 20,000. Means we could poke our heads into the shop while we're here. You might get a Switch earlier than Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. There's some good games on it, man. And honestly, there's some games that are just really, really nice to play on Switch, even if you have them on something else. See, like, this is an example where, like, Therion's evasion is so high, I don't know if it's worth it to get him the shield or not. That'll give him 20... Probably not, it's not a huge upgrade. Let's head out. Yeah, like, I really like playing Hollow Knight on Switch, and, some of the, like, first-party Nintendo games, like Mario vs. Raving Rabbids, are actually pretty good. Alright, so North Stoneguard passed. We want to get to West Stoneguard Pass. Have a look here. if we go north, we're just gonna end up in one of those two places. So I think we have to actually head for this southern-looking exit. Yeah, West Stoneguard Pass. Here we go. Here we go. All right, and so in here, we're probably gonna want to go to this shrine-looking place. Save our game real quick. Mario Party's a huge reason to buy it too. Yeah, I think that's a pretty fair assessment. You know, Mario Party's it's one of the good ones, man. Alright, I don't think this was the correct direction to go.
Come on, I've got better things to do.
Oh, this is actually probably going to be pretty tough.
Out of my way. The winds of fortune howl.
Oh, the silencing slashes.
What is
Oh
the
my
logical
gosh.
course of action?
Oh my gosh.
Nothing will quiet the storm.
All right.
What is the logical course of action? Oh, flame!
Is that thunder again? Is it gonna rain in my house? Oh. It's been raining like crazy these last few days. Man. It's not great. Not great. Alright. So
Hunt ends.
those guys weren't too strong. Let's just poke our heads over here since we did find this section now. Yeah, now that we're here, we may as well just go get the city entrance. It's not like we're gonna need it later, you know? Oh, crap. Alright, this is gonna be rough.
This is the beginning of your
You're gonna get stabbed while playing Mario Party with your friend? Oh, Mario Party, man. Oh god, we were taken by surprise, too.
So sweet.
This is not great. This is not a good look for us.
What's this?
Please don't kill us.
So sweet. Shucks. The miracle of health.
out of my way.
What's this?
Alright, not weak to lightning, that's unfortunate.
What the? What's the big idea?
The winds of fortune howl.
Shucks. Let's play the path.
Dude, bringing Mario Party to the meetups is nothing to be proud about.
By 1,000.
Alright, so also not weak to spears.
What's this?
Safety weak to blizzards.
Tempest of rain.
Alright, not weak to blizzards, but at least we got the support cast down. Everybody's blinded. Everybody's blinded. Ooh, but we can call in the beasts. The Beast Brigade. Ah, crap. I guess the blindness affects the beasts as well.
Let's do this. I'll take that.
What's this? Oh, flames.
Oh, he's weak to fire, thank God. Alright, we better heal up Hannah.
Shucks. That'll do her.
Alright. Dragons are not weak to ice, this game is fake. depends on the area that you're in. Certain types are weak to certain things.
Shucks. Is that better?
What's this now?
Please kill! Oh, he's still alive. Damn it. Weak to fire. This is some Monster Hunter. Dude, I'm really excited about playing Monster Hunter again when it comes out on PC. I am gonna enjoy that very much. Oh, nice.
The hunt.
Alright, we lived. We lived, everybody. Thank goodness. We lived.
Greetings.
See, this has got the creepy endgame music too. The like, some real shit's about to go down in this town. Just listen to the music and feel the fear. I mean, listen to this shit. It's probably really quiet for you guys, so I'm turning this up. Isn't that creepy as hell, man? You can't tell me that's not giving you chills. Ooh, that's dark. Alright, back to normal. Let's go look around town. Whenever I get to one of these level 45 areas, I'm like, I need to visit the shop. I need to find out what's what. Need to talk to this guy. Oh man, I've been meaning to play Dark Souls again. Maybe I'll end up doing